Sorry, ma'am. Yes? Continue. What did you say?
The jobs that you've applied for?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so a lot of them, when they've been quality checked today, they have been marked as unsatisfactory simply because they're interstate roles. Now, are you willing to move interstate for if you get a job interstate that you've applied for?
Well, yes, of course one would, ma'am,
Okay.
and that's
All right.
and so yeah. So I'm recording this for quality purposes too, just so you understand.
No, that's absolutely fine. That's not a problem at all. So
That's cool.
what I will do is I'll put a note on your file that you've agreed to apply for jobs, just so when they're quality checking them, as they do everybody's each month, that if you've applied for interstate roles, they can see that you're willing to relocate.
Okay.
If you get a chance, if you can go into your Workforce Australia and update your profile in that as well, because at the moment it only says that you're interested in jobs in your local area. So if you can change that to interstate roles and whatever as well, that would be fantastic. What I was also going to talk to you about is the job searches you've got each month. I was just going to have a look about what your current point totals are each month, and we may be able to look at reducing them, because I know obviously being on a managed service plan makes it a bit more difficult for you.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to have a look how
Not
many
just a
points.
managed service plan, the way that my managed service plan has been managed too.
Yeah, so I'm just going to have a look at your
so no worries.
points now, just to see how many. You probably know what it is, but I'll go into through your Workforce Australia to have a look.
Yeah, it's okay. I understand the process of being unemployed because I've been gainfully employed before, so it's okay.
Okay, so at the moment, it looks like it is going forward. You've got 55. You've got 4 jobs a month, and it looks like you've got 80 points. So,
and I've been applying for those jobs. How many jobs did I apply for this month, ma'am? Pardon me, on that record.
Oh no, that's fine. You've applied for enough jobs. That's not the issue. That was only just to check that you're willing to move interstate, which is fine. But what I'm just going to say is, if it's to make it a little bit easier on you, I can reduce that down.
No, I can apply for the jobs, ma'am. It's just my issue is like, I don't mind applying for jobs. I just prefer to actually get a job where then I wouldn't have to apply for it, and we wouldn't have to be going through the process where I'm like, your guys' job is to get people jobs, and you guys are at me because I don't have a job. But not you personally. I'm sorry if I just want you to understand.
I know, it's frustrating.
And I'm also like a very high-profile person, right? And it doesn't really help the bureaucracy in Australia when these type of things happen. Like, it doesn't make anything look good.
I know it's a very difficult process and everything too.
Yeah, there's a lot of Australians that are in a vulnerable situation that are going through the same thing. So that's why I'm very transparent about this process.
So if you're happy to keep the points, that's fine. Otherwise, if at any time that you want to look at reducing them, we can look at that as well.
No, ma'am. As you can see, I've updated my resume and all of my professional stuff on there. Some stuff that I kept out of there from, say, 5 years ago that I wasn't really appropriate for me to share during the last administration that I can now put on my resume. And I'm just somebody who's really looking for a job. That's it. At the end of the day, I'm not somebody who's trying to drag my feet. The reason why I wasn't complying was because the officers that were supposed to be assisting me were playing games with me, and that's why I didn't. And I'm somebody who greatly appreciates government and respects government, so that's why I get upset. I've been around government since I was 16 when I was a youth community advisor for the Cerebral Palsy League and for the people in the Redcliffe community, so I've always been around government. So when people in government speak to me, a lot of the time they don't realise like this person has actually been in a similar seat, not the same but similar.
No, I totally do understand, and I can see you've uploaded your resume on the 4th of July, which is fantastic. So,
yeah, 4th of July.
Yeah. Now, are you happy then to keep the points as is?
Yes, ma'am. I'm happy to continue to look for work because my theory is So I've been looking for work on the Sunshine Coast, and it's been nearly impossible for me to get work.
Yeah.
And I've had hours cancelled and all this type of stuff. So my options have become less. And then people like Adam Thompson from Chocolate Starfish and the guys, they say, fuck Queensland, come down to Melbourne, man. So that's why I'm applying in different places and stuff, you know, because I got friends who are saying if they're treating you like that, if you're treating you like shit in Queensland, go down to Melbourne or go down to New South Wales or something. So that's why I've been applying for jobs in different parts of Australia.
That's fine. I'll put a note on your file that you're willing to move interstate for a role. And if you can update it on your Workforce Australia that you're willing to, you know, look interstate, that would be great. If you're happy to, with the new job plan, I can keep it as is. Get you commenced in the system, then, so you'll still be on the same amount of points and job searches that you were previously. As I said, if at some time anything stops you from being able to do that, all you need to do is give me a call. We can look at changing it.
Yeah.
Now, I know I spoke to you last week about the security licence.
Yeah.
Can you do me a favour? We've got an appointment booked in next week, the 31st. I've told them about, my manager about it. Are you able to get some costings and the name of the organisation that does the security licence so that I can provide those details to my manager for them to see if we can assist to do
I've already done my security licence, ma'am. As I explained, it was just to pay for the thing. So I did, as I said, I did through Bars Security, through Teresa at Bars Security last year. At the Sands Hotel. So yeah, so as I said, my qualifications are up to date. It just every time I've asked the people at the employment agencies to help me pay for the cost for me, then like Nathan asked me to ask them to pay for my licensing costs so I could get it because I've already completed the course. So I completed the course because of the fact at that time I was unemployed, so I was able to get it for like $10 or something brilliant like that. But now all I got to do is I got to update my first aid for me to be able to put my licensing in. That's been the intention.
When I spoke to you last week, I made the notes that you need to get a new security licence.
No. I need to pay for the licence. I have to pay for the licensing fee to get the licence. I've already done the course. So I need to pay for the licensing fee to go for the licence.
Around $550, is that right?
Yeah, $600 or something like that. $550. Yeah, it's to the the government. I think it's like fair trading or something. That's what it used to be. That's what it used to be called when I did it when I was younger.
Are you able to get the details and either give me a call back or I can get the details from you next week in your appointment to see if we can assist? I will need the organisation name.
Yeah, I'm unsure if I'm going to be able to attend a physical appointment on the 31st because I have an appointment on the 30th and I'm still trying to confirm right now, and then I've got to see how that goes because if I'm looking at I might quite possibly be relocating to Vietnam within like the next couple of weeks. So.
Okay.
Because you know, I've lived in communist countries and stuff before, so if I'm like living like in North Korea but I'm in Australia, like I may as well be like in like another communist country, you know.
I understand what you're saying. I know it's very, very frustrating with all these hoops you've got to jump through.
It's not hoops that I've got to jump through. It's like November 22nd was the last appointment. That was the first appointment that was scheduled. That was the day that John Fitzgerald Kennedy copped a bullet in the head. Okay, the next one was January 6th, the day of those riots. The next one was the day that RFK copped a bullet. And then all of a sudden the government's called me up, talking to me about points. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of scary for me as like an artist guy.
I understand what you're saying. So,
like, what's a message? Like, I'm former DIA. Like, that's a pretty clear message. Or it's like...
what I'm going to do is I'll put a note on your file about the relocation. If you can't...
It's potential. It's just because of, like, this type of treatment. That's why I'm thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I understand. So we have got an appointment booked in at this stage for next
no, I said I don't think I can make that appointment, ma'am. That's what I said.
Did you want me to reschedule?
Yes, reschedule it, ma'am, for like a... can you reschedule it for 2 weeks from then? Because I'm supposed to be going to Sydney on the 30th.
Okay, I'm only supposed to reschedule up to a week ahead.
I understand, but I'm going to I'm going to Sydney on the 30th either way, so I don't know if I won't be able to come back by the 31st.
You don't need to come back. I'll just call you anyway. So, and if you miss the call, you can just call us back.
Oh, okay, I understand. Oh, no worries, no worries.
So that doesn't matter. You don't have to, even if you're not going.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, well, that's fine. That's fine. Call's fine.
All right. So I'll give you a call. Now, as I said, we're happy to look at do a cost analysis to get your security licence issued or done. But we just need, as I said, the name of the organisation. So perhaps if you can have that ready next week when I give you a call, then I can give those details to my manager to have a look at for you.
Yeah, it was BARS training, man, but I'll pass it on to you as BARS training. And they're based in Bundaberg, I believe.
Okay. And you think it's around $600?
Yeah, I believe it's something like that.
Okay. And you've done obviously the security course. That's just the cost to issue the licence so you can get more work.
Get work for having the qualification in the first place.
Yeah. No, that's fine.
Because anybody with reasonable common sense would understand that somebody getting 4 hours a week and getting spoken to like this is for political reasons.
I understand your frustration. I do. I am trying to help. So I will give you a call. If you need anything before then, give me a call.
No worries.
My 800 number, but I'll give you a call next Friday. If
Awesome.
I get an answer back about the security licence beforehand,
Awesome.
I will call you to let you know.
Live from Palo Alto, California, this is Dave McMillan. Thank you.